Hey everyone, so in this video, I'm going to go over how inflation impacts the prices of goods and everyday services. So I created this diagram just to help me learn it just because I'm learning it right now, and I hope you find value in learning this too. So with that being said, let's go and get started with the first branch here on how inflation impacts the prices of everyday goods and services. So first we have the definition of inflation, and so this is a sustained increase in the general price level of goods and services over time. And also with inflation, this decreases the purchasing power of money. So with inflation, you have a higher cost of groceries, so prices of essential items like bread, milk, fruits, and vegetables increase. So the example of this is a loaf of bread rises from $2.50 to $3. Now with that, you do have increased energy costs. So utility bills, including electricity, gas, heating, and rise, and gasoline's prices also increase for cars. Rising housing costs also occur, so rent and home prices increase due to higher demand and construction costs. So for an example, urban rents might climb by almost 5 to 10%. There's also higher transportation costs. So public transportation fares rise due to fuel and operational expenses, and airfare and shipping costs also increased. Now with healthcare services and medications, costs for doctor visits, hospital care, and prescription drugs increase. So inflation impacts labor costs and medical supply production. Now with things like clothing and apparel, manufacturing and shipping costs lead to higher clothing prices, and retailers pass costs onto customers. Now with education and childcare costs, tuition fees and childcare expenses rise with inflation, and labor costs in these sectors contribute to price hikes. Now with entertainment and leisure activities, ticket prices for movies, concerts, and sports events also rise, and subscription services adjust their pricing upward. Now with increased costs of dining out, restaurants may raise their menu prices to offset higher ingredient and labor costs. So for example, meal prices might rise from $15 to $18 or more. And as far as the impact on luxury goods, so non-essential goods like electronics or jewelry will still see price increases just because the production and material costs drive higher prices. Now with the cost of financial services, banking fees, credit card rates, and loan cost increases, and inflation indirectly affects interest rates, impacting borrowing costs. Now with supply chain issues, inflation does worsen the supply chain, causing disruptions, shortages, and higher prices. With the wage price spiral effect, employees demand higher wages, leading businesses to raise prices even further just because employees do need to meet with demands of the inflation hiking. Now, as far as government and tax implications go, adjustments to the tax brackets and public service fees due to rising prices. So in case tolls and parking fees do tend to increase. So that right there is how inflation impacts the prices of everyday goods and services. I hope you guys found this video a bit helpful as far as an introductory status goes. But thanks so much for watching everyone, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.